Hi, this is the Spanish Fork Library. We're excited to share with you some of our awesome new books. Check them out today. The Boneless Mercies by April Genevieve Tucholke. Frey, Ovi, Juniper, and Runa are the Boneless Mercies, girls hired to kill quickly, quietly, and mercifully. But Frey is weary of the death trade and, having been raised on the heroic sagas of her people, dreams of a bigger life. When she hears of an unstoppable monster ravaging a town nearby, Frey decides this is the Mercy's one chance out. Full of fierce girls, bloodlust, tenuous alliances, and unapologetic quest for glory, this elegantly spun tale challenges the power of storytelling and who gets to be the storyteller. This Cruel Design by Emily Suveda. Kat thought the Hydra epidemic was over, but when new cases pop up, Kat must team up with an enemy to fix the vaccine before the viruses spiral out of control in this thrilling sequel to This Mortal Coil. Dry by Neal Shusterman. The drought, or the tap-out as everyone calls it, has been going on for a while now. Everyone's lives have become an endless list of don'ts. Don't water the lawn, don't fill up your pool, don't take long showers, until the tap runs dry. Suddenly, Alyssa's quiet suburban street spirals into a war zone of desperation. Neighbors and family turn against each other to hunt for water. And when her parents don't return and her life, and the life of her brother, is threatened, Alyssa has to make impossible choices if she's going to survive. Make sure to add this harrowing story of survival to your reading list. Shadow of the Fox by Julie Kagawa. 1,000 years ago, the great Kami dragon was summoned to grant a single terrible wish, and the land of Iwagato was plunged into an age of darkness and chaos. Now, for whoever holds the scroll of 1,000 prayers, a new wish will be granted. A new age is about to dawn. With the fate of the world at stake, a girl raised by monks in the isolated Silent Winds Temple and a mysterious samurai form an uneasy alliance. Fans of Sarah J. Maas, Cassandra Clare, and Marie Lu will be captivated by Book 1 in this enchanting new series. Give the Dark My Love by Beth Ribas. 17-year-old Nedra leaves her home in the rural northern territories of Lunar Island to attend the prestigious Eugen Academy with only one goal in mind: master the trade of medicinal alchemy to find a cure for a plague threatening her family. A scholarship student matriculating with the children of Lunar Island's wealthiest and most powerful families, Nedra doesn't quite fit in with the other kids until she meets Grey Aster. Don't miss this brand new series from New York Times bestselling author Beth Ribas.
Dark Sacred Night by Michael Connelly. Detective Renee Ballard is working the night beat, known in LAPD slang as The Late Show, and returns to Hollywood Station in the early hours to find a stranger rifling through old file cabinets. The intruder is retired detective Harry Bosch, working a cold case that has gotten under his skin. Ballard has never been the kind of cop who leaves the job behind at the end of her shift, and she wants in on the case. The murder was unsolved of a 15-year-old Daisy Clayton, a runaway of the streets of Hollywood who was brutally killed. Now Ballard joins forces with Bosch to find out what happened to Daisy and to finally bring her killer to justice. For the first time, Connelly brings together these two powerhouse detectives in a riveting story that unfolds with furious momentum. Check out this book today. A nonfiction read, Homebody by Joanna Gaines. In Homebody, a guide to creating spaces you never want to leave, Joanna Gaines walks you through how to create a home that reflects the personalities and stories of the people who live there. Using examples from her own farmhouse as well as a range of other homes, this comprehensive guide will help you assess your priorities and instincts as well as your likes and dislikes with practical steps for navigating and embracing your authentic design style. Long Road to Mercy by David Baldacci. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger by its toe. It's seared into Atlee Pine's memory, the kidnapper's chilling rhyme as he chose between 6-year-old Atlee and her twin sister, Mercy. Mercy was taken. Atlee was spared. She never saw Mercy again. 3 decades after that terrifying night, Atlee Pine works for the FBI. She's the lone agent assigned to the Shattered Rock, Arizona Resident Agency, which is responsible for protecting the Grand Canyon. So when one of the Grand Canyon's mules is found stabbed to death at the bottom of the canyon and its rider missing, Pine is called in to investigate. It soon seems clear the lost tourist had something more than clandestine than sightseeing in his mind. But just as Pine begins to put together clues pointing to a terrifying plot, she's abruptly called off the case. Looking for an action-packed thriller to read? This is the book for you. Making Something Good Today by Ben and Erin Napier. This couple are the stars of the hit HGTV show Hometown, and this book is a memoir that tells us all to seek out the good in life, celebrate the beauty of family and friends, and prosper within our communities because everything we need in life to be happy is within our grasp. It offers a behind-the-scenes glimpse into the struggles and triumphs of a couple that America has come to know and love for their easy humor, adoring relationship, and ability to utterly transform a place into something beautiful and personal. This book will inspire and encourage you to make a difference in your community, one good deed at a time. The Noel Stranger by Richard Paul Evans. Maggie Walther feels like her world is imploding. Publicly humiliated after her husband, a local councilman, is arrested for bigamy and her subsequent divorce, she has isolated herself from the world. After a long time, Maggie decides to buy a Christmas tree, and at the lot she meets Andrew, a kind, handsome man who owns the lot and delivers her tree. As their friendship develops, Maggie slowly begins to trust again, something she never thought possible. Then, just when she thinks she has finally found happiness, she discovers a dark secret from Andrew's past. Is there more to this stranger's truth than meets the eye? Read this engaging Christmas tale to find out how this couple's future unfolds. Out of the Maze by Spencer Johnson. In Who Moved My Cheese, 2 mouse-sized characters named Hem and Haw were faced with unexpected change when the cheese they loved suddenly disappeared. Haw learned how to deal with that change by setting off in search of new cheese, but Hem remained stuck where he was. Now Out of the Maze reveals what Hem did next and how his discoveries will help you unlock the riddle of whatever mazes you may be facing in your own life. Written for all ages and backgrounds, this story takes less than an hour to read, yet its insights can last for a lifetime. Come check out these new titles and other awesome books at the Spanish Fork Library at 49 South Main. Hope to see you soon!